Hey everyone, Jay Sports Cards here, and today I wanted to do a video on why collectors may want to move on from certain cards in their collection. And so I think there's quite a lot of reasons why collectors like myself may move on from certain cards in their collection, but in my personal case, I was able to kind of break it down into 6 different categories or reasons. And the first reason I've prepared is that over time, I may lose interest in collecting that particular player. And so that player may have been traded or signed with somewhere else. And perhaps I may lose interest in collecting that player as much and may want to make room for other players. A second reason why I may move on from a card is that I simply just joined a box break or broke a box or pack myself. And when you break packs and boxes, obviously you're not going to always get just the players that you mainly collect for your collection. So that's the second primary reason I may move on from a card. The third reason is kind of interesting. Sometimes collectors, including myself, may make investments to see the card's value appreciate in value, or they may notice a card that is listed cheaper than what they think the actual value is, or even in a few years. So it may be beneficial to kind of pick up that card either as an investment, or you can use it as a trade piece in a potential trade, and you can get a greater value than what you actually paid for because it's listed for too cheap. So that's the third reason that I listed. And the fourth reason is when I need to kind of sell some cards for financial reasons, to recover some funds to fund other cards that I may want. And so in this case, these cards would be cards that I really like and are in my PC, but unfortunately I have to let it go because I can't have everything in my collection, and I just need to make room for certain cards in my collection. And the fifth reason is, just upgrading the PC, the personal collection, or, cleaning up the personal collection a little bit. So you may have picked up some better copies or better cards or lower serial number versions, or just an upgrade in that player's collection, basically. That's the fifth reason. And the sixth reason is that I might have a shift in PC preferences in terms of what kind of cards that I collect, or just the focus of my personal collection. And so over time, I may decide that certain cards, certain types of cards, or certain sets are not as attractive or valuable or anything like that. So I may move on from those cards and shift my focus to some other sets or cards. Let me know what you think, but let me give you some examples of what I mean for each category. So let's take a look at the first stack. So this stack is of the players that I may have lost interest in over time because they've moved on. And so, for example, Isaac Okoro here has been traded recently, actually, to the Chicago Bulls. And so I decided that maybe I'll be able to make some room for other players in my collection. So this is an autograph of him, a rookie autograph from him from 2020-21 Panini Origins Basketball with a silver ink autograph. And this is a similar card. It's the same player, Isaac Okoro, for the Cleveland Cavaliers, the team that I collect. And it's from 2020-21 Panini Instant. There's no autograph, it's just a one-on-one insert card, a rated rookie card of Isaac Okoro that I decided that I can probably also move on from as well with the trade. And so let's look at the second stack. So this second stack is some cards that I've pulled recently in a box break of 2023-24 Immaculate Basketball. And so these are cards where there are players that I don't really collect. So even if I got it personally in a box that I broke, I decided that it's best to just move on from them and sell them. So Jed Howard, a sneaker patch, rookie sneaker patch of him. I don't believe he actually wore this sneaker. That's pretty common with the Panini rookie cards, especially in a basketball. I don't know how it is in baseball, but basketball and football especially, you'll see a lot of this guarantee that the enclosed authentic memorabilia is not from any specific game or event, so it doesn't guarantee that it was necessarily worn by Jed Howard in this case. A similar card, a rookie patch of Brandon Miller, number 225. I also got this from the same box. And a Jarris Walker base red rookie parallel from the same box from the Pacers. I had some other cards as well from the box that I broke, but I was able to sell them already, actually, in the past few months. And so this stack contains the cards where I kind of bought because they could be bought at a cheap price, and maybe I could use it as a trade piece, or maybe I could sell them for a higher price as an investment. So this one is a 2022-23 Panini Immaculate Basketball of Evan Mobley. So this is a nice acetate number 1 of 4 patch of Evan Mobley, a player that I really like. But I already have a lot of Evan Mobley patches of him, so I felt that I didn't necessarily need this piece in my collection. Similarly, I bought this of Donovan Mitchell. It's from 2021-22 Panini National Treasures Basketball Century Materials. So this is a prime patch of Donovan Mitchell that I think I got for like $30. I thought it was too cheap to pass up, but I also felt that maybe I don't necessarily need this because I have quite a few Donovan Mitchell cards already in the collection. So I mostly bought it because it was really cheap to pass up, and maybe I could use it as a trade piece, or maybe I could sell it for a higher price or something like that to pass up. But I probably don't necessarily need it for my collection. And so the next stack is cards that I really wanted to keep, for a long time, or at least forever in my mind at the time. But unfortunately had to move on because of financial reasons, and maybe to source the funds from selling this card for other purchases potentially to accommodate my budget. And so this is a really nice card of Donovan Mitchell, 2021-22 Panini Immaculate Basketball logo man patch of Donovan Mitchell. And I still really love this card because a lot of the Nike jersey logo man patches, they're very plain and plastic, but this one is really special because it's from the 2021-22 NBA season, where they were celebrating the 75th NBA anniversary, and they have these really nice diamond patches that are really shiny and really they just kind of pop out at you. But and I really like the action shot and the design of this card, so I've kind of treated it as like the holy grail of my collection, especially my Cavs and Donovan Mitchell collection. But I've since kind of picked up a few high-end patches and cards of various different players like James Harden and LeBron James and Giannis. And so I decided that, to kind of fund these purchases, instead of parting with many different cards in my collection, I just kind of part with this one, even though it really hurts to part with this one. But this is really valuable, and I wouldn't have to part with so many cards if I were to part with this one. So yeah, so that's why I decided to part with this one. And similarly, picked a similar higher end card, a warm-up card of warm-up jersey, I want to say, warm-ups worn by Michael Jordan. It's number 230, and it's from Upper Deck, I want to say in the 90s, 1998. So it's basically, I really like this card because I can kind of picture, if it says explicitly it's warm-ups worn by Michael Jordan, I could picture that, and I have a really good image of him wearing these warm-ups, and being even shows in the front photo as well. So I really like this card, but again, to help fund some of the purchases that I made recently, decided to part with this card because I have a few other game-worn patches and jerseys of Michael Jordan as well besides this one. Similarly, a Messi card, a Messi insert card. So this isn't like a game-worn relic or patch or anything like that, but it's numbered to 10, and it's a really nice photo and a really nice holographic refractor-like parallel of Lionel Messi. And I really like the really clean back too. So I really like this card, but again, I have a few Messi, player worn and other inserts of him, so decided to part with this one to fund another purchase. So the next stack of cards are cards where I'm kind of upgrading the PC of that player or the personal collection of that player, or just kind of cleaning up the PC a little bit and consolidating a little bit. So for this one in particular, the Michael Jordan, this is a patch from 2005 and 2006 Ultimate Collection Upper Deck. And so if you see in the back, it's got a really nice guarantee. It says, on the front of this card is an authentic piece of a patch from a jersey worn by Michael Jordan in an NBA game. That's pretty much as clear as you can get in terms of a guarantee for game worn stuff. So I really like this card, but I actually picked up another copy out of 20 of Michael Jordan. So it's pretty much the same card. And they both have a little bit of whiting on the side, as is common with this case. But I picked a slightly nicer one and decided to kind of part with this one. So yeah, so that's the primary reason for moving on from this card. And this card, similar story as the Michael Jordan. This is a authentic game worn sneaker card of Kobe Bryant, and he actually wore this on a very specific date. And so this is the actual sneaker from which the patch is from, and he wore this against the Grizzlies on March 25th, 2012. So Kobe Bryant had 18 points in that game, and he actually got ejected in that game, interestingly. So I decided to pick up this card because, well, it's a really nice sneaker card of Kobe Bryant, and you also know the exact date that he wore these sneakers. But also, it's kind of interesting that he also got ejected from this game. So I thought that was kind of interesting as well. That I probably would have bought the card anyway if he wasn't ejected, but that's also an interesting tidbit about that game. And so I'm letting go of this card for a similar reason. I picked up the same exact copy of this card, but with a slightly different patch, and just decided to pick one and let one of them go. And I picked up the second one because I got a much better deal in terms of the price, and so I just decided that I would kind of replace the old one with the new one. And so this is a patch card of Darius Garland, who I really like, and is on my favorite team, the Cleveland Cavaliers, in basketball at least. So so this is a City Edition jersey, so you can see it's really colorful. It's got at least 3 colors, so orange and black, and this blue teal kind of color. And so again, I really like the patch on this card, but it's more to consolidate the PC of Darius Garland that I have in my collection. So I have quite a lot of, I have at least, I want to say 3 or 4 game-worn patches of Darius Garland, and this is another game-worn patch. And I just kind of decided to consolidate to the higher-end products like Panini Immaculate and National Treasures and Flawless. And so decided to let go of this one. I think this is from the Panini Player of the Day. So I think the patch might be one of the nicest that I've seen of Darius Garland, but just decided to make a business decision of which cards to keep of him. Similar story with this Giannis card. This is a NBA Materials patch from 2022-23 National Treasures of Giannis, and so I as I mentioned earlier, I picked up several high-end Giannis patches of. And so I decided that I'll kind of consolidate my PC. I don't think I need too many cards of him. I think I already have like 2 really nice patches of him, so I decided to let this one go as well. And then finally, this Luka Doncic patch out of 10 from National Treasures. I think it's 2023. Yes, 2023-24. And so I got a nice jumbo patch of Luka Doncic recently, and so decided that that's a much better looking card. I think I just need 1 or 2 cards of him in my collection, so also decided to kind of replace this card with the new card. And so let's move on to the last stack. So these are the cards where I decided to kind of have a shift in my PC preferences, or just a shift in focus in my collection. And so starting with this half, this is an Evan Mobley autograph card his rookie silver ink autograph from Panini Origins Basketball out of 49, and it's from 2021-22 Origins Basketball. And so this card I bought for my PC of Evan Mobley fairly early on, but interestingly, I recently decided that I would kind of reduce the size and whittle down the size of my autograph collection. I like to display all my cards up in a wall display, and autographs, even if you have UV protection like magnetics and also display cases on there, they may fade a little bit and get less good looking in terms of like the autograph and stuff over time. So I just decided to kind of reduce the size and value of my autograph collection a little bit. So that's kind of why I decided to part with this one. And similar story for some of these autographs, like the Donovan Mitchell premium edition patch auto from 2018-19 basketball, and a rookie's immaculate autograph on acetate of Donovan Mitchell from his rookie year 2017-18. I really like the look of this card and what he's doing, staring down the defender and such. And so yeah, so those are for those kind of autographs that I listed here. It's part of my effort to reduce the size of my collection, because personally I like to display my cards in a wall display, and they may fade over time and lose their value. So it doesn't necessarily apply to everyone, and obviously I still have a large autograph collection, but just something that I decided to do to reduce the size of my auto collection. And this is a card of Donovan Mitchell. This is from 2020 Tyson Beck. So this is an officially licensed product of Donovan Mitchell, but it's not from, say, like Panini or Topps or anything. It's from the Tyson Beck collection. And so for this card, and actually this card as well, I decided to kind of shift my focus away from kind of base cards a little bit and into some more game-worn stuff, game-worn and game-used stuff of Donovan Mitchell, because I think that those are a little bit more valuable for me personally compared to the inserts and parallels. So and so that brings me to the next stack of cards. These are a few Darius Garland cards. These are all one-on-ones that I collected for my personal collection. This Darius Garland black parallel, and a one-on-one parallel, and the Darius Garland snakeskin parallel from 2020-21 select, and the Darius Garland black scope one-on-one parallel from Panini Select 2020-21 as well. So I bought these cards because I really like the look and designs of these cards, especially the select ones, and I felt that they would be really nice additions to my PC. But since then, I've kind of shifted my focus for Darius Garland as well to focus on the game worn and game used stuff. He doesn't have a lot of autographs in the Panini sets. He does have some autos in the upper deck sets, but I'm not a big fan of the unlicensed stuff. So it's either the patches or the inserts, and I just decided that I'll kind of focus my collection on the game worn stuff and game used stuff, which look a little bit nicer in my opinion than some of the inserts. So that's the primary reason for moving on from these. And finally, a Yu Darvish card. It's a baseball card, unlike most of the other cards on here. And so this card I got because it's a really nice looking card, and it's got a really nice looking patch. And what's really nice about it is that it also has a hologram. And if you look up the date, he had a really nice pitching game. He pitched 8 innings deep, and he got like 12 or 13 strikeouts or something like that. So he had a really great game. So it's a really nice piece of history there. It's number 405, and it's got a really nice design. And the only reason I'm moving on from this is because I don't really collect Yu Darvish. The only reason I picked up this card is because it's such a nice looking card, and it's such a nice piece of history. So I just decided that it doesn't really fit well with the rest of my baseball PC in terms of the players and teams that I collect, which is the Detroit Tigers. So I just decided that it doesn't really fit my PC, even though it's such a beautiful card. So I just decided to move on from this card. And so yeah, so that's a quick overview of some of the cards that I have for sale or for trade. And I'd like to hear some of your reasons, and if you have any examples of cards that you're trying to move on from, I'd be interested in hearing them as well. And so that's all I wanted to show for today. And thanks for watching. And if you liked it or enjoyed the video, please give a like and subscribe. And I'll see you in the next video.